All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijacked podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris, Unholy Jesus.
What is up, people? What's good?
What's going on, guys? Did everybody enjoy their little vacation, Thanksgiving weekend?
That was good. It was chill.
It was cool, nice and quiet. By the time I got there, half the people already left, so I said bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
They're like, oh, he's here. Oh, we got to go now.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty gay.
That's the whole point of you having it on your side of the town. So
I
you
was
could see
disappointed.
everybody. What the hell?
I brought like all the games and shit.
And nobody was there.
They were there, but they left when I got there.
Damn.
And I look at the turkey, it's like almost all gone.
Bones.
The breast is gone.
Damn. So they didn't even.
I look at the ham, like, there's no ham. And then I look back, there was another one though.
Okay, cool.
It was all right.
Damn.
It's not the same Thanksgiving like it was before when we were kids.
Yeah, man. You enjoyed it more back then. Now as an adult, it's like, everybody got their own lives. Like, people probably got work the next day, so they can't stick around too long.
Trying to wash their clothes.
Man.
All right, guys. So the main topic for tonight, we're going to be talking about the benefits of microdosing magic mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a good one.
It should be good. We're highly educated in this topic.
Yeah. Well, I'm new to the class, so
I'm like an amateur mycologist.
I'm the new kid who just got to school for the first time. So y'all treat me nice.
Don't bite them. That's my job. All right, so let's get into some small news. All right, so the monolith update. I'm pretty sure you guys all know the monolith in Utah got removed by an unknown person.
Yeah, just snatched it up. It was gone, man.
The officials don't even know who took it, and you can tell it wasn't the officials because if you look at the picture, they left like rocks, like where the monolith was at.
Yeah, some people like left rocks then with like some kind of weird triangular shape on top of it.
Yeah, they left like a little going away gift.
Thanks, monolith. You were some people call it like the this was like 2020's storming the Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
This is like our storming Area 51 for this year. This is another weird.
Yeah, because it was a mystery though.
Yeah.
But then on other news, a new mysterious monolith appeared in Romania, just a few days ago, maybe yesterday. And that shit, it looks similar, but you could tell this one is sloppy, and you can tell it was man-made.
Yes, it was definitely made by him. At first, when I saw it, when you sent it to me,
It was sloppy.
First time I looked, I was like, "Oh, that looks fucking awesome." I think it's because like the little design on it or something. And then when I looked at it some more, I saw that little welding at the bottom. I was like, "Oh, never
Yeah,
mind."
you see the welding on the
I was
sides.
like, "Damn, this shit, they rushed. This is a rush job." Like this is.
And then you can see them try to sand it with some type of tool, and they left all these swirl marks all over it.
Yeah,
I was like, that's just lazy work.
like, this ain't even fun anymore, man.
It ain't like the other one where it's clean and shiny and smooth and shit.
that was sitting out there for years. Apparently, this was just sitting out there.
But here's like a new update on the monolith that appeared in Romania.
Okay,
It now disappeared also. So now it's gone.
it's like what? Not even 24 hours.
Somebody took that shit.
What is going on? Like,
Those pesky kids, man.
believe it.
AKA the government. No, I don't think the government want that one. That one's a janky ass
Yeah, that was a-
ghetto. That's a south side monolith.
Romania was probably like, "Man, this is an embarrassment. Take that shit down." Like,
Yeah. They're like, man, take this shit out. It's embarrassing.
you're not Utah. Take it down.
Okay, Utah.
Oh my god.
That's crazy, right? But here's like another thing. I was looking for if anybody made any T-shirts for the monolith because I was gonna buy one. So I went on Etsy, right? I typed in Utah monolith, and there's actually a guy on there that makes a replica of the real one for $10,000.
Holy shit.
And he said he'll make it exactly like how the one that in Utah, how it's all smooth. He'll use like smooth metals, and
Yeah.
he'll make it with 2 to 3 weeks. 10 feet tall for $10,000 on Etsy.
Damn. $1,000 per foot.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, it's cool, but I would want like, I want the mystical one. I want the shot. Know that we don't know if it's man made or not. That's what I want.
I want the real one that floats.
Hell yeah. That's apparently triangular shape. I didn't know that till like after we did the show last week. It's actually,
It's triangle
yeah, it's
shape.
triangular shape.
But here's the thing, like there's an artist that actually makes shit like that, but he's dead, so we can't confirm that if he did make it. But he does make like monoliths that looks exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying they're pretty sure like 95% that
Trying to
it could be one of his pieces.
Damn.
But he dead. Dead man don't talk.
We'll never know.
It's like, what about your kids? Those kids don't know nothing. They're busy on the little TikTok.
Yeah. Like, just like trying to get that clout.
They're busy on TikTok. Their dad died. They're like, oh well.
Maybe it
It's
would.
not
maybe
gonna
it
help
wasn't.
me on TikTok.
Oh man, it was fun, man. I missed the monolith already. It was a good moment.
It was cool. It's exciting, and that's what humans need: excitement, something brand new, instead of all this crazy ass vaccine fights.
Man, after this year, we needed that monolith. We needed that shit back in like March or something. This year's been fucking wild.
Yep.
But it was good. I liked it, and there'll never be another one like it.
Not in another 100 million years.
Nah, hell nah. Want me to go next?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so this popped up today. Basically, like news on coronavirus. So they might release some information about when are people going to get these? When can I get the vaccine? That's like the number one question right now, or whatever the hell's going on, right? So they're saying like federal government officials are promising coronavirus vaccines soon, some even before Christmas, and states are gearing up to begin vaccinating Americans sometime in December, right? It sounds like, but basically, it almost sounds like as if most people will be lining up everywhere before New Year's to get the vaccine, right? So what they're trying to do is trying to prioritize who needs it, and they're going to be doing it throughout. I think like the latest they'll say, like the ones who are like on the lowest of the list of priorities. I think if I remember correctly, they're saying that it's like summer will be the latest if they want to get the vaccine, because you gotta go through this process of who needs it first more than anybody else, right?
You think people are gonna line up to get it? Like they're scrambling. They can't.
I don't
wait.
think as much as they think so. I mean,
Do you think more?
I think maybe older people will, yes, but not maybe younger people. I don't really.
Do you think like the old people, they're like the one that's worried, and they're the one that's waiting to take it? Like there's gonna.
Yeah, I think that's like the bigger like I think that's like the biggest like group of people that's gonna probably run out there and get
They're
the
like
vaccine.
the one that trust the most.
Yeah, and I think people like a lot of people around our age, maybe younger, probably like
We see through too much shit, dude.
I've always been like, hey, I get that vaccine going, I will not be the first one to take it. I'm gonna sit on this one. I see this shit came out a little too fast.
They're gonna have to tie me down.
I think it's normally like 4 years to get a vaccine going on average if there's like a pandemic. So we did it in 8 months. We'll see.
I'll let the pandemic kill me before they give me one.
Woo.
I die by the hands of God.
Okay, so so basically this month it says who might get vaccinated. Basically healthcare workers and nursing home residents. It says December is a month for some big decisions. On Tuesday, it says that will almost certainly be 21 million frontline healthcare workers, support staff, and 3 million residents of long-term care facilities who were hit the hardest during the pandemic. So they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be like first in line to get it, which understandably, they're the ones that are working in these like the high risk areas with COVID-19. So it makes sense they get it first, because if they're getting sick and dying, how the hell are they gonna keep everything else going if nobody else is doing it? So
Get the old folks out first.
get the whole folks, get them on.
Tenendo, what's good, dude?
What's up?
High five.
You're right on time, man.
Welcome.
You're not late. You're good.
You're late.
See, I'm trying to be nice.
Late.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like it's probably the vaccinated group. Okay, so boom. That's gonna be December, right? So January, who might get vaccinated? More healthcare workers, more essential workers like emergency medical technicians, firefighters, and police officers.
They're gonna kill everybody.
And so that's supposed to be the next. That's supposed to be the next one. The next people in line.
That's
January.
so sad, man.
It's gonna be rough. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
How are they gonna whip out a vaccine that quick? They need to test it at least 10 years straight.
They're gonna test it right now. That's what I'm saying. Like
Testing is starting now.
Well, I'm pretty sure you and me would be like summertime. Because when you see like the waiting list of how they doing it and how they picking these people who should go first. Yeah, we're not. We're not top tier of like they're gonna.
I feel like we're heading into a concentration camp.
Actually, I was watching a movie yesterday. What was it? The Crazies. Yeah. If shit starts getting out of control and they cut off the internet, be worried, because they did that shit in the Crazies and run for your life.
Times.
That's a real lockdown. When they cut off the internet, you ain't
A forced vaccine, dude.
I don't know if it's gonna be forced though. I don't think so.
People are gonna snitch on each other to where it's gonna come down to where if you want to go to work, you have to take it. If you want to travel, I think they're gonna have it to where it has to say that you've been vaccinated on your passport.
Yeah, like some countries already have that. Well, some countries have it like, say, like if you try to go to Jamaica right now, you have to be quarantined 2 weeks before you can even come to Jamaica. So 2 weeks quarantine, and then you have to show proof of it that you was quarantined for 2 weeks, and then Jamaica will let you in. So you're probably right. It's gonna be like, you got that vaccination shot, you ain't coming in type shit.
Damn, we can't even travel no more.
Dude, we're gonna watch. We're gonna get to a point we can't even leave Georgia. We fucking stuck here. Forever.
Georgia don't even have snow mountains.
God no.
You can't do nothing.
We just got Stone Mountain.
They need to make an indoor like snow park out here.
You think they would have done that shit by now, for real?
There's been talk about it, but they never followed through. I guess the funding was lost.
Oh, they probably realized how many people probably... Would a lot of people go do it? I mean...
Maybe up north, more people.
Yeah, for sure. Atlanta area, no.
The South, no. I don't think they're open to stuff like that. They're too...
That might be too hippie for them, I guess. I don't know.
It's too... What's that word? Fuck, never mind. Go ahead.
Right. All right, so... all right, so February is going to be basically like more essential workers, high-risk adults.
Who's right, Tenendo? But go ahead.
Says March. It's possible. So this is what's gonna happen in March. Right? It's possible that the U.S. will still be in phase 1 of vaccination by March, simply because of the sheer numbers involved. That would include essential workers and people at high risk because of health conditions. So anyone healthy and under the age of 65 who was not an essential or high risk worker will not be thinking about vaccination yet. So that's basically. You're going to be at the end of the line for the most part. So if you're healthy, you're good, you're not high risk, and you're not essential personnel, yeah, you're going to be sitting in the summertime waiting for the vaccine if you want it.
That's good, as long as they don't force it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it, you want it. You don't. I mean, I don't agree with... I personally think people should if it's healthy or whatnot, but at the same time, it's like...
It's too early. Vaccine is too young.
Yeah, this has got a Tuskegee experiment written all over it. I mean, that's just my conspiracy brain thinking. Like, don't be.
Tenendo says they will force in a different way. I think it's the way they're gonna do it is almost like you're gonna be volunteering yourself. It's gonna get to that point where you're like, you have to do it, but they're not forcing you, but you're gonna have to do it.
Or it might
like be on your own because let's say you can't even work no more.
Oh, I can see it like
that's one of the main ones.
I think the job thing might be hard to pull off, but I could see it as where like companies like maybe like a Walmart or so like a place like Walmart or Target or other places like that, because it's a privately owned business. As long as it doesn't fall in lines of discrimination or racism and all that, if it's for like healthcare purposes, like wearing a mask, like Tenendo was saying, they could be like, you need to show papers, proof that you got vaccinated. If not, you're not coming in. So it kind of be like some papers, like some. I'm not comparing this to like Nazi Germany type shit, but it's like, yo, show me your papers that you're not a Jew type shit, or like back then, like I need to see your papers to show that you got vaccinated. If not, you can't come in my establishment, and that's well within their reason to do it because it's private industry. It's not active discrimination. It's for healthcare purposes. So I can see them trying to run with that and being, oh fuck, like how am I supposed to eat if I can't get vaccinated? Well, how am I supposed to go shopping and eat if I don't get I need to get vaccinated for it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know how that shit could really go down, but that's just a thing that's popped in my brain. So I wouldn't be surprised if it went that direction.
Tenendo says they're forcing the mask there in Oklahoma. It says you get ticketed if you're out in public. Goes in effect tomorrow. That's crazy.
God
damn, that's pretty strict. They're not even doing like shit like that out here.
Out in public with no mask. No. Georgia's
it's not even that strict. Like I would go to the gas station down here, and I'll be like the only one with a mask on. Everybody's like looking at me like I'm crazy.
There's a lot of people out here that still don't wear masks. Yeah. A whole lot. I wear mine. And I stay my distance from people, but if I'm walking, like I don't know.
I was like, I thought you had to wear this to even get in here.
I thought that was rules.
I was like, I'm following the rules. I'm just trying to get my damn milkshake.
Why is he not wearing one? He's like snitching somebody. What's up with him? But not like if I'm walking down the street, I'm not wearing my mask. The only time I will really put it on is if I'm walking inside of an establishment where everybody's on top of each other and shit. Like when I go shopping, I'm wearing that shit.
I just don't want to get yelled at by random people.
Even then, I be seeing people all the time like grown ass adults who can't seem to understand the concept of covering your fucking mouth. Grown ass people I've seen at gas stations, just like I to a point I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just go to the next. I'm gonna go down the street because I saw one earlier this year after the pandemic started kicking off. This dude was like near. I was trying to get some Arizona iced tea. Guy was standing near the fridge where I was trying to get to, and he coughed like a toddler, like tongue out the mouth and everything.
Purposely.
And I was like, what the fuck? And he just kept doing it. I was like, man, I was like, I'm going down the street. Like, fucking people, like, cover your mouth. Do the Dracula cough. It's not fucking hard. But anyways, I'm not going to go through this whole list of everything because we got a show to do. But more than likely, like, they starting to break it down. This is how they're going to break it down now for the most part. I said, I'll jump down to May. We'll start to May. Summertime kicking off, right? You know, and it says young adults and children who would have to wait until phase 3, and that's likely to be May at the soonest, perhaps June or later, depending on what the ACIP decides, what the vaccine supply looks like. So, yeah, young people, young adults, children, if y'all are healthy, we're going to be last in line, phase 3. So it seems like they're setting up the I don't know, it's like you're trying to get into a club right now. If you gotta wait till you're on the list or some shit.
Club vac.
Yeah, so that's
And then those says I seen a dog wearing a mask and a jogger was wearing one too.
You sure it wasn't a muzzle? Was it a mask or a muzzle? That's like two different things.
Put that mask on that dog.
Oh, dogs can catch COVID too, I think, right? I know cats can.
I guess everybody can.
I guess cats can.
I got a monkey friend that has one.
I saw like I was watching something yesterday and they were talking about like these muskrats out in I think it might be like
Tuskegee.
Maybe like New Zealand or some shit. But these muskrats were carrying COVID, and the type of COVID that like the COVID inside of them that they was finding, their bodies it was like mutating. And it was like, yeah, we need to wipe them out because the vaccine that they're trying to push right now, it really ain't gonna be able to stop that shit if people are catching from the muskrats. So it was like some kind of advanced version of COVID that they was having.
The super turbo COVID.
I guess some rabid COVID. I don't know. So they like
if they're evolving, man, like. What are the odds of any other animal that has it and it's evolving with COVID?
Yeah.
It's over. Throw the earth away.
So they've been doing
Burn that shit again.
So they've been doing like
flood the earth again.
Like, Noah, where you at? Build that shit.
Who's going to be the new Noah?
The monolith.
Probably The Rock, huh? Dwayne Johnson. We choose you.
And he builds the shit by himself.
To represent the human race for the 3rd generation.
And so they've been digging like these ditches. They've been doing like these ditches and like doing like mass killings of these muskrats.
Oh shit! Stream died.
What the fuck?
I hate it, man.
Why?
But go ahead. It should come back up.
And they've been dumping them in like in these ditches and shit. So yeah, that's it. Also, I guess some people were thinking that with the muskrats that they were coming back from the dead because of COVID. Mm-hmm. Because when they threw the muskrats into the pits, the ground started rising up and some of the muskrats were popping out. But all it was like their body, like since they was dead, they were decomposing and the bodies were building up with gas, and that's why they were popping out.
What, the muskrats?
Yeah, popping out the grave. But some people are like, yo, they're coming. Some people are like, they're coming back to life. But it was like, nah, they was just.
That was a natural thing, right?
Yeah, it's a natural thing.
What, they weren't burying them deep enough?
It's not like, I think they didn't realize like how many muskrats they had to bury in that hole, and then they start coming out to earth and shit.
Why don't they just burn them?
That's what I would have done. So
I would have burned
anytime
them.
during the pandemic and you got bodies, burn it. Burn it all.
Burn that shit.
Damn, my battery got eaten up so fucking fast. I'm never getting on that website again to get news. Holy shit.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, I gotta my battery almost fucking died.
All right, so Ghislaine Maxfield is not having a good time in prison.
Uh-oh.
So they're treating her like shit in there, which they should.
For real.
She said they're not really letting her sleep because every 15 minutes they would check on her just to see if she's still breathing because they don't want her to off herself. Mm-hmm. So she can't get no sleep. She's just like 15 minutes, knock, knock. You up? Yes. And then like they don't give her no soap, no nothing to wash herself. Like it's almost like solitary confinement.
Yeah.
But like worse because they treat her like way worse.
God
which
damn.
I'm surprised that they're treating her like that.
Yeah.
So she's complaining to her lawyer saying, you know how they're treating her is not fair. And then they're like, what about the kids, huh?
They ain't trying to drop the ball on this one.
How did you treat the kids? Yeah, they're not being light on her, which is a good thing.
And I get it too, especially if I was a security guard working there. I would not want to be on shift when she offs herself and you're actually just doing your job. Like, what if you're not even involved in conspiracy? Like, you just like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but they're gonna be pointing fingers at you. Like, you don't want to be that guy. Just check on her ass every 15 minutes.
Yep. Yo, let me just fix the stream.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, we're back, guys.
Okay.
So let's get back to this Ghislaine.
Yes, sir.
So Ghislaine, she actually tested positive for COVID-19.
What? Do I remember
And then
this?
she got sent into quarantine with no soap, no toothbrush.
Oh, God.
And they only allowed her out her cell 3 times a week for a short amount of time just to talk on the phone and shit.
Get some walks in.
Yeah, so they're treating her like a
Like a real prisoner.
real ass high value prisoner.
Hey, man. Your boyfriend knocked him. Well, I would say he knocked himself off. We know the true story, but look, you high risk, so we make sure we keep an eye on you.
She's denied on bail, and now they're waiting on a trial. So
Wow.
she got a long way to go.
Yeah, I remember when she was denied for bail because they would say she was a flight risk, and I was like, yeah, no shit, she gonna easily take a flight up out of there.
Yep, on a fucking blacked out plane.
Never to be seen again.
I bet you once she go on trial, she's gonna snitch on everybody.
Fuck yeah, she wanna get hell yeah, she wants to get a lighter sentence. She better sing. She better sing like a bird.
Not if they kill her.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see, man. It's been a while since we heard about her too. So.
She's a cool ass cat. Moving on. You got anything?
Yeah. So So Super Nintendo World opens on February 4th. With a Mario Kart roller coaster. All right, so it says like Universal Studios Japan, which I didn't even know they had a Universal Studios out there.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't know.
I didn't either.
That is new to me. I think they got a Disney World, right?
Yeah, I think Disney World is in every big country.
Gotcha.
China, Japan, Venezuela.
It says Universal Studios Japan has announced an opening date for its long-awaited Nintendo theme area. It says the Super Nintendo Land Zone will open at Osaka Theme Park on February 4th, 2021. I guess we still got a fucking pandemic going on, but we'll see.
It looks cool as fuck because they're like they're wearing like those AR headset, so everything does look like a game.
Yeah.
And then you can actually they have like this wrist thing where you can throw fireballs out your hand and shit.
What? I
Fucking
must have missed
cool.
that.
You can fight like your people, whatever.
Shoot like little Mario fireballs.
Yeah, it's really interactive. And you know how Universal do. They go
They
big.
go all out, man.
Those theme parks, man. It's like their technology is like always like 10 years ahead.
Yeah, man. I remember back. So I've never been to Universal Studios, but I remember when they back in I think maybe like the mid '90s. They had came out with like the Terminator 2 like theme ride or whatever, but it was like 3D, and you were like, I just saw it in the commercials. I was never there, but you see like T-1000 in liquid form coming up the screen.
Yeah, I remember that commercial.
I was like, holy shit, man, y'all are killing it.
It's like they don't really do that, right?
And it says, Yes, there's what was that? Okay, it says, as a USJ and Nintendo have also provided details on what is sure to be one of park's flagship main attractions, Mario Kart themed roller coaster, which I'm sure that's gonna be fucking fire. It's housed inside a reconstructed Bowser's Castle and makes use of the AR and projecting mapping technology, with riders donning AR headsets shaped like Mario's cap, which looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's how they can get all that shit to look like a video game.
Hell yeah. It says, the cars have steering wheels and multiple vehicles and can race alongside each other, but it sounds like the ride itself is on rails. It's not guaranteed that you win the race. There's an element of throwing power-ups and item boxes, and experience will be different each time you ride using the USJ. So that shit's gonna be dope, man. Damn, America, y'all gotta step up this shit. Japan be flanking y'all on like so much cool shit. Says the park says it's working.
We got Harry Potter Land.
I've never been. I heard the place expensive as hell.
It's
bro.
cool. It actually feels like you're in a different country.
For real?
Yeah, it feels like a London.
London.
It even smells like what I would imagine what London smells like. Trash.
No, actually, London
Mixed with the like a butterbeer smell.
No, London actually. When I was in London, that shit smells better in America to me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's so clean there. You're like, yo, this has like a. I don't know. I might sound crazy, like for anybody who's from London, but when I was there, I was like, yo, it has that clean, maybe old world smell to it. I don't know. Maybe I was looking too much into it, but it's like, yo, it's not. America got too many fucking factories, man. I don't know.
London's always raining, so the air is always filtering through the water.
Getting that rain, going through the process. Atlanta, man. Atlanta always smells like it stinks. So
It's too humid and too much shit.
yeah, the smell just sits in the air and it's hot. Like, but yeah, shout out to
Just
them,
stanky
man.
people.
So it says the park says it's working with health administration officials to ensure a safe environment for visiting staff, and it's currently operating at 50% capacity. COVID cases have been on the rising in Osaka recently, and so, Osaka with a record count of 490 positive tests reached on one day last week. So the opening park will be closely watched as a model for the theme park industry, which has been hit by COVID-19. So I guess this is going to be like their test dummy to see if they can still run a park during a pandemic. And
I'm pretty sure Japan can do it. They're pretty strict on everything, and they always overdo everything, and their work ethics are 110%.
Top notch, man. Top notch. Top of the line shit. So
That's why a lot of them be committing suicide, because it's actually
overworked. Yeah.
overworked, stressed out, and just they have to always be perfect all the time.
I remember maybe 2, 3
They're like, I
years
can't
ago,
be perfect no more. Suicide force.
I have failed. Yeah, for real. There was a lady 2 or 3 years ago in Japan. I think she was maybe in her late 20s, early 30s. She wound up she was missing for days, and they found her at her job, dead at her desk, and they found she died from work exhaustion because she had stayed up for 72 hours working nonstop. And just
What was she doing?
I'm guessing some kind of office work or some shit, because they found her in a cubicle or some shit, and she was just leaned over, and I think she because you can die without, if you don't go to sleep, you can actually fucking die from that shit.
Yeah, didn't
And that's
somebody die
basically-
from World of Warcraft from playing too long?
Yeah, in Japan. That was in Japan too. The dude was grinding nonstop, and then
He forgot to eat,
yeah, and
forgot to do everything.
I think he died in one of the cafes or something they be having out there.
Yeah, he was just fucking laid out, dead.
Dude, he died doing what he loved. So shout out to him. I remember
It's
that.
not
yeah.
funny, but damn, how do you fucking that addicting?
Dude, I like games, but fuck, I gotta eat. Dude, I'm assuming he didn't go to sleep.
I remember watching it, and they're showing the footage of everybody around him. People will sit next to him, eat noodles, play games.
And he wasn't
they
doing
went
it?
home, and then he was just still laid out. Nobody even bothered to check.
He probably was he sleeps here sometimes, and they probably thought he's sleeping, but nah.
Yeah, because it'll be 24-hour internet bar,
Yeah.
internet cafe, whatever you call them.
And it's he's sleeping. No, he's in another universe now. That's just an empty shell. This is vacant. So
Oh, he smells. Oh yeah, that's normal too.
it probably smells in there anyways, man. People sitting there sweating and shit playing games. Cause when you play video games, sometimes when it gets intense, especially if I'm playing a game I'm super competitive with,
Palms are sweaty.
dude, my palms be sweating. I feel like a bead of sweat going on the side of my body. I'm yo, this is and I'm not doing anything physically, but just I think on a mental level, it's bro, that shit can stress you out.
That's how I am when I play fighting games.
Yeah, for real.
Start sweating.
Ooh, especially if I get on some Call of Duty, I'm yo, I'll get this motherfucker. And I'm yes, but yeah, I see you, Japan. You work hard, but take some days
But
off.
you
sometimes.
scary country to live in, dude. They treat women like shit.
For real.
They do. It's if you were to talk when the boss is talking,
Mm.
they will call you out on the spot. Say, what gives you the right to talk right now? Out, woman. They don't even care if you're American or Vietnamese or not even Japanese, they will cuss you out.
They still like that. I thought they would move past it.
Not all companies, but I heard stories of companies that they still operate like that, old school style, where the boss is the fucking boss.
And there will never be a woman. There would never be a woman boss. To just be
Not at companies like that. That would be a disgrace. They don't roll like that.
I mean, they cool too,
Japanese people, they're actually pretty mean to outsiders. Very
Yes,
mean.
I've seen some videos. I'm oh god, I'm not exactly on my bucket list to visit.
A lot of people that commit suicide in Japan, it's mostly outsiders too.
No shit, I know.
Because people will come from other countries to get to learn a skill in Japan, and they would come from countries like Vietnam and stuff. A lot of them would migrate there, and then they'll go to these places where they teach them all the skills, and the Japanese people will fuck with them like crazy, right? So they will fuck with them like crazy, and people like that warehouse or that school or whatever, all you see outside of the building is candles and picture frames of a memorial for all the people that killed themselves, and it's a lot too. So they went and investigated. They're like, why are all these like immigrants coming out here and then committing suicide?
It's a fucking bully society. That's what it sounds like.
It's rough, dude. Because then, like, if they don't get like their certification or whatever, they can't even go back to their country. It's like they almost get stuck there.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing. I saw a documentary on YouTube.
Damn, that shit's sad.
That is sad. Those Asian countries, man.
Everybody takes psychedelics.
Proud to be an American.
Relax. Just relax.
Eat that mushroom. Nope, you're going to jail. And they'll probably kill you before you go to jail for having illegal substance.
Oh, yeah. They don't play out there with that shit.
They don't want the world to be happy.
Man, no. Just want that grind.
They don't want people to actually, live their life.
Like, I don't want you to be happy.
We don't want you to be happy. That's like for the few.
That's for the people who can afford to be happy.
That's if we let them be successful.
All right. I got
Moving on.
Got one more story. It says, former gymnast vaults 10 feet border fence to defect from North Korea. Ooh, people be trying to get
What is he, like a gymnast?
Yes, he was a gymnast. This ain't the first time. I remember there was one like 2 years ago where a guy who was within the military of North Korea, and he got to a high-speed chase with the military, crashed his vehicle, got out, and you see him like running to cross the border, and they like shot him. He like shot like 4 or 5 times or some shit, but he still survived. But he like got the fuck over that wall and everything, and you see like on like security camera footage, like it's like North Korean soldiers like. You see this one North Korean soldier dude, he like dives on the ground and gets to like a prone position, and just starts like doop, 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 doop,
Damn.
just shooting at the guy that was running away. Like that was like some Call of Duty shit, like some real Call of Duty Pro shit. And he wound up getting away, but he took some shots. So it says a man caught November 4th by South Korean security forces near the border says he escaped North Korea by vaulting over a 10-foot fence topped with barbed wire. Official says. The man is in his 20s, told security personnel.
Healthy.
Yep, young dude, man. No COVID. He clearly no COVID.
It's the opposite of COVID.
for real. And so he told security personnel that he had formerly been a gymnast. The Korean Herald reported authorities say his light body weight and gymnastic skills may have aided his escape. Seoul officials who were still questioning the man had him recreate his jumps twice. So they built like it's like, yo, we gotta show us that you actually
couldn't do it.
He did it. like publication showed it. Like it says,
they're asking the dude to recreate it.
Just like recreate it because your story sounds kind of sketchy. And how would you be able to go over the barbed wire fence? And I guess they was trying to see like I just trying to see like, yo, is your story legit? Or are you a spy? Or what's going on? Like we don't want no trickery. Since thermal imaging cameras captured a man lingering near the border and the DMZ, which is the demilitarized zone, between the rival nations as early as November 2nd. As the man was found wearing blue civilian clothes, surrendered to South Korean officials, security forces, about a mile away. They say he was captured about 14 hours after he crossed the border. And then
Captured by who? South Korea?
Yeah, South Korean like security forces caught him. They caught him like near the border. Like they caught him like a mile away from the border, 14 hours after he had already crossed it or something like that.
So it took him like after he jumped, it took them 14 hours to get to
like a mile or some shit. But I guess he was kind of like lay low or something like that. Like you gotta be fucking Solid Snake or some shit.
That's
like,
pretty cool, man.
And it says South Korean military officials vowed to investigate why sensors on the fence failed to detect the man, according to the agency. Not to mention, officials also do not know how the man avoided minefields on both sides of the border. So this dude got over the fence. Well, he crossed a minefield that was on North Korea's side to get over the fence that has sensors. The sensors didn't pick him up. And then he crossed a minefield on South Korea's side and then got a mile out. And then that's when they caught him.
Suspicious.
Yeah, so they're checking in on it.
He might be an imposter.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit to get through a minefield. But I've heard stories where people have gone through that minefield, but they were like crawling on their belly type shit or crawling in like through like barbed wire. Like this one dude I saw years ago in this documentary. They used to have it on Netflix. It was really dope. And 50 Try.
50 Try, what's good, dude?
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome
back.
It was like another military dude from like North Korea. He talks about how him and his friend were escaping, and like his friend had like they crawled under like electric fence, and he crawled underneath it. And then when he got through it first, his friend was caught underneath right behind him, and the fence fell on top of him.
Oh.
And the electric fence like just fried his ass, and he was like, "Gotta keep going." And he got through all that shit and made it. And
Shit.
it was traumatizing, man. I felt bad for that dude.
50 Try says, geez, I never know when you guys are on.
Yes.
Same time every week. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Hell yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Well, what's your location?
If it's mountain time, it'll be 4 p.m., I guess.
North Korea must be pretty wild
Man,
for them to be like vaulting over a barbed wire fence.
And crossing minefields. Damn.
But you know what's fucked up about the whole story?
What's up?
Gymnastic class is canceled now in North Korea.
Yo, yeah, it's a wrap.
Sorry, there's going to be no gymnastics team this year or ever. They're like, fuck, man.
Man.
Fucking Lang Trong fucked it up.
She fucked up from the... Man, that was my escapism from the world, and now he took it away.
He said, you should have never fucking teach him how to jump that high. He says Ontario,
So
Eastern time.
Yep, so it's 6 p.m.
What time is it now? About to be 7? Yep.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, same time.
Yes, sir. But yeah, crazy story. That's it for my short news.
All right, we got one more before we talk about psychedelic mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
All right, so a former Amazon engineer creates an app to translate your cat's meow.
Oh my God, I need that.
So Javier Sanchez, who helped develop Amazon Alexa, is now project manager with a tech company called Acvilon.
What?
Acvilon. A.K. Vilon.
Okay, yeah, it's coming.
And he has created the app called Meow Talk. Using cues like tones, Meow Talk is designed to translate what your cat needs by communicating through meow speech. So this guy basically, he adopted like maybe 100,000 cats. He started listening to each cat, and one cat he would grab and choke the shit out of it just to see what kind of meow he made. He did that to like 100 cats, like, okay, that means help. You know?
He didn't do that.
No, he didn't. But I'm
Like,
sure
holy fuck.
if there is a deep study, they would have to go to that far just to hear that tone.
Like, how do I know they're in pain? I gotta punch them and then record their.
The pitch has to be at a certain little pitch tone to where you know that your cat is in pain.
Yeah, because if you're a cat owner, you've been around cats long enough, you can kind of tell, especially if like you and your cat are super cool. You can tell by their meows how they be feeling sometimes. Like, oh, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. Play with me, shit like that.
Cats are,
but they're kind of hard to read sometimes too.
Tricky.
They're not like dogs that tail wags. Like if you see a cat's like tail move, like wagging,
it can mean anything.
Get away from them. They're more likely to like in either playful mood or they're gonna bite.
Or there's an earthquake coming.
Is that for real? Let's go with that. They can sense earthquakes. They probably can, man. Maybe all these animals. This is what's
he says, does it work? I think it does. He says, then again, my cat 99% wants food.
Yeah,
Step on his tail. Like,
dude,
oh, wow.
That's when you really hear it. Like, wow. You're like, okay, my bad, homie.
You ever seen that one video online where it shows the cat like in a window and he's barking like a dog?
Hell no.
It's like, woof, woof. But then the owner went behind him. The cat's like, woof. And then he looked back. He's like, meow. Meow. I was like, what the fuck? Because the cat was in the window barking at dogs walking outside.
Yeah.
Sound like a fucking dog for real.
And then when the human showed up, it was like, meow. Like,
yeah, he turned slowly. I was like, meow, meow. I was like, what the fuck what kind of cat is that playing games like that? Like he can bark that whole time.
It's not like some out of a Tom and Jerry cartoon. That shit sounds wild.
It's so fucking, it's unreal. If you ever watched it, you're like, this has to be fake video.
I feel like I might have seen that before. I don't know.
It's funny, man.
I've seen so much shit on the internet. I don't know.
It's like one of my all-time favorite.
Got caught in the act.
SC50 try. He saw it. He saw it. This shit is funny.
He's like, oh shit.
You ever seen like the dog that's raised by cats? It's a big ass dog, almost like a pit bull big. Mm-hmm. And he's raised by cats, so he acts like a cat. So this dog would jump all over the furniture, jump on top of the fucking fridge, and just be chilling like a fucking cat on top of the fridge.
Big ass jumping around.
Big ass fucking dog and shit.
Like, man, brute. Like, Bishop, get your ass from down there. Like,
he thinks it's light like a cat, you know? He's just jumping all over the place. Like, the way he moves is like a cat. He's still sloppy though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's clumsy as shit.
He got the sloppy traits of a real dog. Cause he'd be sleeping on the counter.
He ain't got them.
Cats is like graceful, like a damn ninja.
Dogs fuck shit up, man. Dogs will run through a house and be like,
yeah, look at you like, what happened?
Damn.
I do this.
50 Try says, some animals think they're others. That is true. I read something like a long time ago where they're saying how cats, like, when they do the hissing sound, they get that from mimicking snakes. So it's almost like a warning type shit.
Where'd they learn that from? Is it in their DNA?
Yeah, they just learn from each other. Like, oh shit, like this snake he's doing this. Maybe I need to.
But what about a cat that never seen a snake in his life?
Yeah, but like how we was talking about before, about how somehow they learning this shit, like how to fly south like birds. Like nobody tells them, but
It's in their
genetics,
DNA.
man. Yes,
It's already coded in them.
so it's already in them, man.
You know how sometimes, like, when we're talking to people, we end up barking out of nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
Because we still have, like, the animal DNA.
Yeah,
You ever talk to your boss and just bark?
I mean, you know, when he gets in my face, like no, I don't want to work.
Bark out of nowhere.
No, I don't want
Oh,
to.
my bad. I didn't mean to bark.
No, I don't want to work my day off. Shit just slips out.
Excuse me? There's something in your throat?
But I know that sometimes too. Like I agree with this too. Like back when I was living in Colorado and I had like 3 roommates, and when you live around certain people for a certain amount of time, you all start picking up each other's like habits, or even so much as like how you start laughing like them too, or people start like kind of acting like it's this weird thing. You around people long enough, you like, yo,
They started becoming each other.
Yes,
It's like they morph into each other.
Yes, it's this weird like synergy thing or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's like when
brains are
people
syncing
like
up.
when they're dating for like a long time, they start looking like each other.
Yeah, they look like brother and sister.
It's like their face
so
starts
off.
shaping like each other. I was like, hold on, man, you guys look fucking related now.
I've seen that before. I'm like, yo, is that your kin? Yeah, I might want to get that 23andMe shit
That
going.
DNA test. Like, no, he's black. Still get that DNA test.
Me.
You guys starting to look like brothers and sisters.
As Michael Jackson once said, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. Y'all need to get checked. Real shit, though.
23andMe. 50 Try says, although in the wild, lions and tigers don't hiss, do they? I think they growl mainly.
Yeah, I think I saw a documentary about that where it says like tigers and lions are like too big to like meow, like they're because of like I said vocal cords or something like that. Their meows will be more like a growl where
Like a deep,
Yeah.
low growl.
yeah, where cats are like so tiny, it's like it's just I guess it's based off their size. Because I remember they showed like there was a video I watched on YouTube like a long time ago. Somebody took this guy who owns like all these fucking tigers in his backyard. He took these kittens and he put them all in the same like enclosure together. And I was like, man, are they gonna fucking eat these kids or something like that? And it's funny, like the cats like always
Joe
like,
Exotic?
no, this dude like he might put him to shame. It was like a nice enclosure. It was like this is actually they got like a little playground and shit. The tigers had, and like a pool, all this stuff. And he would let the cats in there, and then the cats would like be fucking around with the tigers and all that. But the tigers would be walking, and they literally paid no cats to mind. Like they just like bumping into the cats, walking them. It's like they don't exist in their world. But the cats be like, yo, I like this dude, and be fucking with the tigers. But tigers like,
Yeah, you gotta act like that to be the alpha dog.
yeah, he's like
Alpha
man.
cat.
I was like, just look at him, and like I was waiting for him to like, eat the cat because the cat was like too close, and he was like, just got up and walked away because he was like annoyed. But oh, maybe
Yeah. Once you lose that alpha shit,
It's
they'll
a
eat
wrap.
you up. Like, hold on, this guy's a bitch. We gonna light him up now.
you just gotta go. You
This
can't-
guy's a fucking fraud. We can kill him.
like Simba, we can't follow you no more. we saw the
It's like, hold on, Simba. I saw you watching Barney.
we saw the
Hold up.
Simba. We saw the bitch in you. We cannot. we can't follow you. I'm sorry. We want to go with Scar.
Should have never watched PBS.
For viewers like you.
But yeah, so the Amazon engineer, the one that's creating this Meow Talk app,
Yeah.
eventually he's trying to make a device where you can put around the cat's neck, and every time he speaks, it'll just like simultaneously translate what it's saying.
You know, say it like in a robot voice.
Maybe.
I saw something
Or
like that.
I'm pretty sure by the time it comes out, it's gonna sound more human, like Alexa and shit.
I think I saw that on Rick and Morty. I think the dog Snowball.
Oh yeah, the dog.
The dog had it. And it was
Yeah,
like,
that cool ass voice.
That dog was like fucking evil. Though. He wanted to enslave humans. That shit was funny.
Are you surprised?
I think his name was like Snowball or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Animal instincts be
Yeah, I'll show you-
crazy.
Man, I don't know, man. Because I always wondered, like when I was a kid, I was always like, damn, man, I wish my dog could talk. That'd be so awesome. But then as I've gotten older, I'm like, I'm glad they can't speak English or any language what country I'm living from that I can understand, because I guarantee they would never shut the fuck up. Like I hate people that talk too much. I know dogs don't have, always got something to say. Man, I gotta take a shit. Please, can you let me out?
Imagine like dogs who will just need like a special type of surgery, like for their vocal cords, and then they speak like whatever language that they learned.
Hey, konnichiwa.
Like,
Ooh,
oh shit.
get out. Get out.
But it'd be like loud barks.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I mean,
It's like, get out of my house. It's like, chill. Bagels?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry now. It's like, fuck.
I want to chew your fucking shoe.
Cats would be like, imagine it'd be like some evil shit you hear at night.
So I can't wait till you fall asleep. I'm gonna smother this baby because I think cats be really trying to do that with babies sometimes.
To like, if I had real hands, I would slice your throat while you're sleeping.
I wish I had a thumb so I could strangle you. Like, that's when they can really get you right there.
There's stories where like cats, they try to kill like their owners by like clawing their neck while they sleep.
Hell,
You ever hear about that?
Hell no. I wouldn't be surprised though. Cats are kind of.
But I think like they would only do that if you treat them bad.
Yeah, cats are kind of weird. If you treat a cat good, well, some cats are like straight up assholes. I think dogs are like that too. Like there's no a way around it. They're like just too dickheadish. But
Because I got a cousin, like he had a cat, and he would treat that cat like a bad, like he's a bad cat. Like if he shit on his clothes, he would take him, fucking chuck him across the whole living room, smash in the damn chimney. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna watch this show.
I hope not.
I don't think I was supposed to tell that story, but the cat is still alive right now.
Hanging on for dear life.
Still alive right now. But yeah, but that cat will like shit all over his clothes, pee everywhere. I was like, of course it's gonna do that if you treat him like that. It's gonna fuck all your shit up.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm not saying talk to it like it's a toddler, but I mean, I don't know. My last cat I had was like, I ain't never did that before. I used to piss in my socks when I first got him, but
Cats are like introverts. They just come to you when they want to come.
yeah, just let them do their thing, man. And then eventually,
like pilot mode or
yeah, they're just like, leave me alone. I'm gonna sleep for like 18 hours of the day. I'll be up when I want to eat, and I might play with you for a little bit.
hell yeah.
Says 50 try says 50 try says is body language money from? Yes, true. You have to read a cat's body language, and you can tell like that's how like when I knew my cat was dying, I could tell by his body language. Like I was like, he's not gonna make it through the day because you can just tell how he was acting. I was like, okay, you could. He didn't want to be around me and shit like that. I was like, oh, he's about to kick the bucket. 50 try also says although they can communicate with each other, I think cats don't learn. Dogs do. Cats are a fucking pain in the ass to teach. It gets to a point. It's kind of like you have to accept them for what they are, and then you go with it. Like you can't really.
Yeah, I think they can easily learn. It's just they're like why would they listen to a human being? Because I think they walk around like they're above everybody.
David is like I don't know, like cats seem to have like this attitude of like.
I just made that up, but I'm starting to feel that might be true.
Yeah, like well, I was reading some stuff before. It says like cats sometimes have this complex of where like
God complex.
you like they own you, like you feed them like a servant. You're their servant, not the other way around. Which in some real shit is kind of true. Like you feeding them, taking care of them.
Yeah, because like my sister, she would do her homework, right? Then Sushi would come out of nowhere, sit right on top of the laptop.
Dude, my cat uses this shit all the time. It's annoying.
It's like, this is my show.
Yeah.
You watch me.
Like, and you're
I
like,
am the homework.
Or sometimes I'm like, where's my phone at? And then my cat's been laying on it for like 30 minutes. I'm like, you knew I was looking for this dude.
It's his time.
It's like, and your phone. This is my phone now. It's warm.
You're watching TV. He walks in front of the TV.
It's like, what is that on the TV? And it gets up in front of my cat. Used to be like, he wouldn't thank God he never did this, but pull his claws on my TV. But he would just put his paws on it and be like, blocking the whole TV. I'm like, yo, get down. Like,
Damn those cats.
Like 50 Try says they choose you, not the other way around. It's a fact, man. We gotta respect these kings, these little kings out here.
They adopt you.
That's true.
Not in China, though.
No. No, not at all.
They're number one on the menu. What kind of protein? Meal mix. With chicken.
No, for a fact. They don't run shit out there.
Not just China. All over the world, they eat animals like that. Yeah. Like, if you go to Vietnam, right, you can fucking order a plate of golden retriever.
God damn.
And on the menu is a happy-ass looking golden retriever as a protein choice. I'm like, hold on. Why don't you just, like, cut the meat up and then just say, this is dog meat? No. They put a picture of a dog that's from, like, a commercial. That's like a commercial dog. Like dogs on a damn, like a pet food cover. That's
a huge turn off because I don't want to see... Like, I don't want to look at a picture of Lassie right before I'm about to chow down. I'm like, this...
I think, like, in countries like that, that's stuff like that don't disgust them because it's a normal thing to eat animals and survive.
You think maybe for Americans to be like, what the fuck? That's like a
Because that's like a man's best
that's
friend.
a pet. I think in India they eat horses because they don't eat cows. So
I think everywhere they eat horses. Even I had it.
that's good.
It's a bit tough.
I would imagine because all that muscle and shit.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
I ate alligator, crocodile,
I've had
lamb
like,
chops.
I've had deer, duck. I've had like basic shit.
I love duck, especially made the Chinese way.
Dude, fucking fatty. I love it. People are so fatty. I'm like, I know, right? It's awesome.
Chinese duck, dude. Fucking the skin is
good.
delicious, man.
Hell yeah.
50 Try says, oh God, that one video, what I'm eating is chicken. What video? I never seen it. Quaxo. Something looks familiar. This is not Joe Rogan studio. But we're going to take a quick break. I got to pee. And then we'll be right back. We're going to talk about psychedelic mushrooms.
Yes, sir.
Be right back. We are back.
Man.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that was an emergency. That feels so much better.
Yeah, I just saw that video that he sent where the guy was like, "Is this what is this chicken?" And then the owner's like, "Meow meow."
Oh shit!
That was crazy.
Damn.
Cat meat.
What a world we live in.
All right, so we're gonna start on the microdose and magic mushrooms. Wait, let's Quaxo. Hey, thanks for the follow, dude.
Oh yeah, Quaxo. Can I call you Q? We'll call you Q.
Q. Anonymous. He says he got a question.
What's up?
He said about mica and afterglow. What is that? Is that people or what?
Mica and afterglow. Afterglow? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But let's get started.
Yeah.
All right, so microdosing magic mushrooms. So what exactly is microdosing? So definition is taking a very small amount of drug that produces a perceptual effect, meaning that you become aware of something that something through your senses, like a small amount to where you know like you're on something, but not a high dose to where you feel like a fool. Oh, I'm fucking tripping, or I'm super high. There's a little mild dose. And microdosing, also known Silicon Valley as the best kept secret, because a lot of the developers out there, entrepreneurs, they all use that shit, but they don't use it like every day. They would take like maybe like one every couple of days. They would microdose, and their head would just be clear while they're working on whatever they're working on.
Yes.
So anywhere like where they're creating shit, making shit, creating our future, pretty much, they all done magic mushrooms.
The what you call them? The think tanks. The people the gateway
of realms.
It makes sense to me. You got to break that barrier called reality. You got to think outside that shit.
Yeah, because every time I take it, once it starts hitting me, I could just close my eyes, and my fucking brain is just flooded with a whole bunch of shit.
Hell yeah! So
it's like your
shit.
brain just makes up a whole bunch of shit, and I'm not even like tripping. It's more of like your brain is like on overdrive, creating all these visuals that you will see.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I did it yesterday, and I would close my eyes, right, and my brain would create like 3D worlds, and it would just keep building it just keeps continuing like forever. I was like, damn, my brain just keeps making it. And then I'll think of something else, and then it'll create it, and then it'll make it even like better. I was like, wow. And then that's when like I started to question, like, is this my imagination or I'm watching like somebody else's imagination?
Yeah, I was thinking that same shit yesterday when I had my epic trip. That shit was like a godsend. I needed that. But that's all I was wondering too in that same moment. I was like, am I creating this or am I traveling through somebody else's shit or what am I? Like I couldn't even make sense of nothing, but
that's wild.
That shit was dope.
But Tim Ferriss, right? Best-selling author, entrepreneur. He's an angel investor. He told CNN that he doesn't know like any billionaires that haven't ever taken mushrooms or LSD or any psychedelic.
I believe
he said every billionaire he know, they all have done that shit.
Yeah, that was like that video I sent you earlier.
I'm not saying that you're gonna become a billionaire if you take it, but it does expand your mind, opens your mind to new shit. Like stepping out of the box and thinking clean, like a clean way of thinking without like all that old shit that you're used to.
Yeah, because you're thinking about like in that world, in that business world, in this competition, you was like, I want to create something that's like nobody's ever done, but I can't think outside of what this reality is showing me. Gotta step out them doors and start creating some new shit, man. And then, because I remember even that video I sent you earlier too with the Vice shit. What which was like awesome that it popped up at the same time we had to do this episode today. That it showed that like a lot of business people back in like people in Hollywood and business people back in I think it was like in the 60s and all that. They were like one dude was like someone was like flying out to Mexico to get some of this shit and psychedelics, or they would have like psychedelic parties and they'd be like, yo, let's like, I'm trying to like boost my creativity and I can't really do it with I can't really do it like with the brain I got right now. So
50 Try says, unless you have crazy anxiety, don't do it. Actually, it helps with anxiety.
It actually helps. I have mad anxiety to the point where this happens to me a lot when I'm driving in traffic. Atlanta traffic gives me so much anxiety. I start biting down on my tongue to the point I start getting bruises now because I'm just so anxious to get the fuck out of this traffic because there's just so much going on.
And it's like chaotic.
It's chaotic. And for what I'm experiencing now with this stuff is like, yeah, I'm not biting my tongue as much, or if I'm on it or whatever like that, I'm more relaxed. It's helped me out on that level. So
yeah, same with me too. Cause I used to do it before where I would take a little microdose, like 0.7 grams, and then I would go to work, and then my drive would be like more peaceful, like how I would drive like when we were young, where I didn't care. I would fucking drive everywhere, I didn't care. But now, like as we get older, like dude, we can die so easy out here, and that's when anxiety kicks in, and fucking all these crazy ass drives. That shit gave me anxiety too. I was like, I just want to get to work.
For real.
That's why I fucking hate driving now.
Me too. I was like, if I could afford a driver, or if I could afford Uber and Lyft every day, I'd do that shit, man. But
and let them kill you.
yes, it'd be on them.
50 Try says it didn't help me, so I don't know. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is different. Everybody's body is not the same. So that's why I don't recommend it to anybody. Like this is like your own journey. Like you're the one that need to go through this on your own. But there's so much information out there. Like I encourage like people to look into learning about it. Because then maybe like if you're dealing with issues like anxiety, depression, PTSD, stuff like that, addicted to drugs, addicted to like whatever, like you can look into it and then go to places where they actually do like psychedelic programs where they do like mental therapy. You do it as a group, safe environment. You don't have to worry about nothing. And you just all do it as a group and experience it together, which I think is like probably the best way to do it for newcomers. Is to do it with a group and a group of people that you trust to take that journey.
Yeah, because even the guy on the Vice video even said today too, like there was some people like that we taking these classes for this psychedelic therapy when they're all together. Some people like he actually said something like very good. He said it's not the medicine that's trying to heal you. He says it's yourself trying to use like you're trying to heal yourself. The medicine's just helping you relax and allow you to like
it helps clear your mind
to
let you like fix yourself really. Like it cleans your mind. It's like what Tim Ferriss or what's his name? Yeah. He was saying like how taking psychedelics is like doing a hard reboot on your whole brain, like closing out all the applications and then just restarting the whole computer. And then you're like, okay, you're a clean slate. You're clean, and then you get to fucking run your computer fresh again.
And like hold that power button down to start all over, clean. Let's go, cause man, like, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much stress they carry on themselves, so fucking much. And maybe it's because we're so used to just living this grinding of a life that when you really think about how stressful you are, you're like, fuck, I need to like.
You get stuck like in a pattern, and you're like, oh, I can't get out of this pattern. Yes, you can, but it's gonna be all up to you. Yeah. Tenendo says that. Wait, hold on. He says there's a movie called Unhinged. Have you seen it?
No, but that's the one with Russell Crowe, right? Where he's like that crazy ass fucking driver. I think it's like some kind of road rage that goes like from like 10 to 100.
Is that like related to what we're talking about?
I think we talking about driving in Georgia, and then you talking about Unhinged. Now Unhinged, like I've never seen the movie. I've only seen the trailer for it, but
that would give you like anxiety.
At this times, I'm like I can see why people get shot out here in Atlanta in traffic because. Nobody uses a blinker at all. I guess everybody's like supposed to think you're supposed to read their fucking mind. So this times it's like I'll be driving, somebody will cut me off. I'm like, you know what? I should just speed up and just tap his bumper a little bit on an angle, and his car will fishtail and fucking flip. I'm like, and he will never cut me off again. I haven't done it. That's more of like what was it called? Call to the void shit. Like maybe on that shit.
50 Try says mushrooms are closely related to human evolution, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I think we all came from like fungi, dude.
Well, for some kind of
Like from the start of like how this is their theory, like from the start where the Earth was created, like anything that the fungi was attached to, they're the only organisms that survive and then able to evolve.
Okay.
So I think they were attached to like a human DNA or whatever, and it helped the DNA evolve. So they're saying pretty much every living creature on Earth came from fungi.
That's right. Because fungi be spreading this shit too.
The whole world's covered in fungi, dude.
Fungus everywhere. Fungus among us.
That shit is like the fucking Earth magic. Cause remember that oil spill and shit?
The BP oil spill?
I think you had the BP oil spill, and they needed help to clean up all that oil.
Yeah.
And they had like a whole bunch of different scientist groups like trying to figure out the best way to clean it. So then this guy, mycologist Paul Stammet, he put like a piece of fungi on the oil, and within like a few days, it absorbed all that oil out and cleaned the whole fucking ocean, cleaned the whole everything.
Damn. It's kind of like, oh, damn, this is like a spongy
So
substance
like
too.
the mycelium sucked it up, cleaned it all up, dude.
Like, boom. Like, here's your oil back. It's clean.
Yeah, they clean it and then they break it down and then they grow them to like it grows into like fresh oyster mushrooms.
Damn.
See, the power of fungi, dude. That shit.
It's out there.
It's like the earth decomposer. It
Oh, yeah,
cleans
for
all
real.
that shit.
Yeah.
It breaks down animals and
Yeah.
keeps the earth clean, man.
Hell yeah. Oh, it says the
Network,
says,
what's good?
What's up, man? What's up? But yeah. So like, I remember in the Vice video too, they was talking about like how there's explaining people in this psychotherapy. There's like, hey, just so you guys know, in this classroom, some people have some really good trips and they're gonna be happy, gonna feel real good. And some people was like, you might hear some screaming. So he was like, just give y'all a heads up. Because some people got to process, like, I don't know, some people was in that classroom from like for child abuse, or not like being abused as a child or something like that. It's like some things they still haven't really processed as they gotten older. Just kind of like just shut it off. And you gotta get through it, man.
Yeah, when I heard he says that you might hear some screaming, I was like, wait, they're just taking mushrooms. I didn't think it was that like serious, like a DMT trip or ayahuasca trip. Those are like the crazy.
Yeah, this is like, because I think like with shrooms is like, the basic level for it. But
it's more mellow fantasy.
But everybody's different though, because like I said, like when I
Right.
took my shit last night, I went to the edge of the universe with my shit. So everybody takes it differently. Everybody has a different tolerance to it, I guess. So.
Yep. Teneno says, will mushrooms change you completely? No, it doesn't change you at all. What it does is it helps you clear your mind and just be more open to the ideas of new things. It's not going to change you like your personality is going to change or nothing. I mean, for me, I think it made me like a better person because I treat people like a whole lot better now. And the way like I carry myself is different. I'm not like before, like I'll be like a little serious and stuff, but I see things from like other views now. I think of like how other people think. Like if I do something, I'm thinking they're thinking a certain way, so I shouldn't do it that certain way.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I double check myself because I'm more aware of like other people and how they feel and how they think and shit. Even like with animals and nature and shit, I'll look at a tree, it'll look like fucking busted. I was like, fuck. Is the other trees gonna send food to you?
Like I feel this tree's pain. Like,
yeah, you feel more like empathy for everything.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say like it changed you like in a bad way. Yeah, I see it as a good way. Like it makes you better. It makes you want to do better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that shit is fun. Like when I'm on it, dude, everything is better. I'm watching TV. Everybody's fucking funny.
Hell yeah, everybody's. Dude, I be crying laughing, man. Just watch TV. I'm like, yo, this shit's hilarious. And I'll be watching like a mystery. I'm like, I already know who did it. I was like, say no more. It was him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. My brain be so clear watching this shit sometimes.
And I used to drink like a beer like almost all the time. But now, like, the last time I had it was like a Thanksgiving episode. And I didn't even really want to drink it that time. But before that, the last time was like in 30 days. So it helped me cut back on alcohol a lot.
I stick to wine if I still drink. I don't do that beer shit for the most part. If
Yeah,
there's nothing left, I'm like, I'll have a beer. But I'll be real hesitant to don't even want to have one. I'm like, I guess I'll take one.
50 Try says LSD can change you forever. Fuck. Yeah,
that's extreme shit.
LSD was actually my first real trip on it, and that shit fucking blew my mind.
God
It blew
damn.
my mind like so bad to where I was like, I don't think Chris want to go down this road because it was so extreme.
Yeah, I don't like that extreme shit.
It's like it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
Yeah,
Like
no.
so much of yourself that you don't even know would come out. Like I had like they call it like an ego death, where your ego is pretty much destroyed. You become like something else. I didn't even recognize myself, dude.
Gives you a taste of what do you say, like some humble pie. Like
Yeah, I had like fucking 10 different personalities come out, and the voices all different. I was like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
one is like a hardcore gangster, one is a black guy.
I remember you told me that.
You know, one was like a Joe Rogan voice too. That shit tripped me out. One was like a dog's voice. One was like a kid's voice. It was crazy. I was like, I wanted to get out of this because it was so uncontrollable. Every time I closed my eyes, I was in like a fucking. You're in like a room, right? You're surrounded by like you're boxed in, but everything is so fancy looking, like in Aladdin, like the way everything was like built. It was crazy. Then I was spiraling. It was scary. I don't recommend LSD to anybody.
God damn. I
That's
wouldn't mind.
a wild thing.
I wouldn't mind trying it once, but it wouldn't be. I definitely would make it to a habit.
Yeah, I'd rather say do mushrooms. Is a lot safer.
Oh, for sure.
It's natural, safer. But here's one thing I don't like about mushrooms. Like it's so hard to get a good real dose because every dose is going to be different because the potency of each mushroom is not all the same. So you can like grind it up, put it in like a pill. You can take like 2 tabs one day and then like 7 tabs another day. And the 7 wouldn't even feel like the 2 tabs you take.
Yep.
So you're like, fuck, like how do I know like
That was
how
me.
strong is it going to be, you know?
That was me last night. Them 2 tabs. Fucking hey, dude. It was. God, I don't even know how to really explain it. It was.
Yeah, Chris is going to explain his trip that he had yesterday.
It was the greatest trip I've had since I did the shrooms, and I took 2 last night. I was like, okay, cool. Let me mix up some Tropicana orange juice, mixed it in like a little cup. Boom, boom, boom. And I sat down. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch the show about like Chirac and shit. What's going on with these gangs out here? I was watching a video on watching a video on YouTube about it, and I just felt like this sensation of like I got super drowsy. I'm talking about like I felt my body literally just sinking to the couch, and I was like, okay, like I'm feeling it, like I'm getting real tired. Well, before that even happened, I felt my heart like racing, and I was like, okay, this shit's about to kick in. Let me grab my glass of wine. Let me sit down. Let's relax. Boom, boom, boom. And then I remember, so I was on the couch, got super drowsy, and then my apartment, right, has like these shitty painted walls. Like they painted that shit horribly.
like you can see the roller marks.
You can see roller marks from when they tried to rush the paint job.
The racetracks.
It's horrible, and it always bugs me. So then I remember I was standing on my television watching it, and then I looked up, and when I saw the roller marks, they started going up, and then they went and started going across the ceiling, and I was like, it's time. This is it. And then I got up, went to my bedroom, laid down, no music, no nothing. And then when I closed my eyes, all I saw was like these tentacle monsters, right?
Damn.
A shit ton of them.
Now, this is on 2 tabs. So
off of 2
he
tabs.
only took like maybe like 1.5 grams. That's like
And-
a very light microdose.
I got one of them had something, I don't know what it was, but I saw like these tentacle creatures. It was like countless of them. And the one I was like closest to like the left side of my face, like they all had like teeth at the center of the tentacles.
Damn.
And it was all spiraling, some like clockwise, some counterclockwise. But he had like all teeth just chomping down. And I was like, what the fuck?
It's like that Marvel character.
And that's when like next to know, like after I like calmed down, I was like, let me relax a little bit. They all stopped chomping down, and then when they opened up their teeth again, they all had eyes inside their mouth. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the one closest to me to my left, I went into the eye. And when I went to the eye, I just started falling. And then it felt like when I was falling, and next to it felt like I was being pulled. And like I saw like this hand reach down. It was like just an outline of a hand. It grabbed me by my wrist and just started pulling me.
You had a real trip, dude.
Yeah, and then when I was getting pulled through, I remember like looking back, and I could see like those tentacle creatures were following me, and I was like, "Oh
Whoa.
fuck!" And like when the trip was all over, I was like, "Yo, what if like there's a part of something that's trying to get me away from like whatever dark thoughts that was trying to creep into my brain?" And I was trying to save myself from like going to that way.
Yeah, dude, you got saved.
So when I was getting pulled through, fuck, the stream out again.
Damn.
God damn it.
Fuck. But keep going.
Yeah, so when I was getting pulled through, I wound up they wound up letting it go, like whatever was pulling my hand. When I was getting pulled through, they let go of me. Like that hand let go of me, and like I fell, and like I landed like in a go-kart. I was like just landing in a go-kart, and I was like, what the hell? And then And so when I looked up, I was on that same Mario Kart space
track.
On the space track, the spaceway I think it's called or some shit.
The Star Track.
Yes, I was on that shit, and that's when I was like, okay, let me start driving, and then I like shifted the gear and I started going, and I'm going down this hill, I'm like going around the corners, and I'm like, holy shit! And then when I look to my, I could hear like literally like something like the wind going past my ear, and I remember like it made me like shiver because like, holy fuck, like I'm going real fast, and then I heard like something else beside me, and I looked to my left, it was another go-kart, and driving the go-kart, it was like this Kirby looking creature. He was pink, but he had spiky hair like Bart Simpson, and he had no mouth. But you know when you see something smile or see someone smile, you know like when you see someone smile, right? And they like you can't see their mouth, but you can tell they're smiling by the eyes.
Yeah,
that's how that creature was driving next to me in the go-kart. And he's like, I seen his eyes like he's smiling, and he like nods his head, and I look at him like, let's go. And then we like, bro, just start racing around this track.
That's like your friend, huh?
Dude, that's the homie I'll tell you about. That's the
Psychedelic
homie. You know?
friend you made, man.
I'm trying to chill with him again tonight. And then since we wound up going down that hill, so we went down the hill, and then we went down, and since we started going up the hill, right? After we got to the very top of the hill, I got ejected from the go-kart. Just got shut off. Like I flew out the go-kart.
Like it just shot you out.
As soon as I got to the top, I got ejected. And I was like, oh shit, I'm flying forward. And the hands came down again and grabbed me and started pulling me some more. And when I looked back, I saw the pink dude. He had stopped his go-kart and he was like just waving at me as I was getting pulled away. And I was like, yo, the homie.
That's so crazy. How do you get a trip like that?
I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't want to. I was scared to tell you because I didn't think he was going to believe me. It's so fucking crazy. So I got pulled away. And then I went flying to this other part. I got pulled into this one area. It was just like a bunch of just lights getting slung around, like just like strings of lights, like maybe like a string of like a blue light and a pink light and a cyan color light, a purple light, all this shit. And all these lights were just slinging around while she was pulling me. And I was getting pulled like a tunnel. But while I was getting pulled through the tunnel, I think it was a female because it was like slender wrists and like slender fingers. It wasn't like no butchy ass hands. And it was like a gentle to the touch. I was like, it's gotta be a lady or some shit. So while I was getting pulled through this tunnel, all these lights getting slung around, I reached out and I remember like I touched like it felt like I was getting pulled through like a tunnel that you would crawl through like Discovery Zone or some shit. Yeah. Like a tiny tunnel. I remember like I reached my fingers out and I touched like the walls and sparks started flying. That's how fast I was getting pulled. I was like, yo. Damn. And I was like, let's go. And then kept flying some more. And that's when I saw like the giant pink hand with the little green dude on it. Looks like he's from Among Us. But he had like one big ass eye, but he had like little circuitry that was going from like, I guess like from the whiteness of his eyes and it all attached to like his pupils. And then the hand let go of me. I landed on the pink hand. It was like soft as fuck, dude. It was like so soft. I was like, oh fuck, like super
and
soft.
You were laying in bed the whole time.
Laying in bed the whole time.
Damn.
And I landed on it. I landed on like the softness of the hand. And when I looked up, the green dude was gone. I was like, what are you? And at first I was like, yo, is that the machine people? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, and that's what I was like, is that the machine people? That was my first reaction. I was like, okay, maybe.
You can't actually see machine elves on a mushroom trip.
Because that's the closest I've ever like.
Fuck, you saw a machine elf before
like
me?
that's why like I drew the little like alien dude when I woke up. I was like, yo, I need to actually draw this because I was trying to make sense of it. When I got done drawing it, I was like, yo, this is Among Us. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm playing that game too much, but I saw a little dude.
Yeah, and you guys just missed Chris' whole story because we kept on continuing even though the internet went down. But you guys can catch the replay on YouTube or just go download the podcast.
You missed the part where I was like driving a go-kart shit. It's amazing. And
that is crazy. So like after all that happened, do you believe like you actually experienced those events?
Yes, because when I came out of it, I was like, holy shit. I was like, dude, this is...
Like, like, this is not my imagination.
I was like,
you
that
actually
shit.
experienced something like out of this world.
Because my brain, I've got a vivid imagination, but it's never been on that level where... It's never been on that level before of like... That's something my brain could ever create. Like, because maybe it's like... I can only create stuff based off of what I see, not anything past it.
See, that's the thing. Like, when I was on LSD, I was like, there's like no way my brain just did all that.
Just like, how is that even possible?
You know, it's because I saw things like I was like, what? Like, how? How did my brain create something that looks so fucking complex like that?
It's even now I'm getting shivers thinking about like I'm like, oh fuck, I kind of want to go back tonight because it was just like,
try it again, see if it works.
And so they went up. Okay, so like green little dude's gone. I'm still on the pink hand, and then I remember.
Is the pink hand like a Mario fluffy hand?
Yeah, like it looked like Mickey Mouse hand, but fucking
Yeah,
pink.
Mickey Mouse
It was like
hand.
some fat like chubby fingers.
I can show you the world.
Show me the universe, baby. And then so it grabbed me by the hand again, and the mysterious hand came back, and it pulled me off. And when I was flying off, when I looked back again on the pink hand, the green alien was just standing there watching me, and I was like,
Whoa.
and I was like, okay.
Whoa.
I was like, why did he run? Like, why did he hide when I got there? So I got pulled away, and then next to know, I stopped, and then the hand was still holding on to me. I wasn't flying forward anymore, but I looked down, and it was like this. It looked like the CBS eye, like the eye of CBS.
The all seeing eye?
Yes, the insignia.
It
looked like
Egyptian shit going on.
It looked like that. 'Cause it was like this, and then it turned vertical.
Oh.
And then the little eyeball inside the CBS insignia, it went away, and it all just turned pink, and it just looked really warm. And after I got out, I was like, was that supposed to be an insignia of like a vagina?
Vagina?
And then because the hand let go of me and I fell in it, and I just felt like I got like, I gotta explain it, like, not claustrophobic, but I felt like I got closed in around on, but I wasn't like scared or anything. Like, they just felt like super soft, and I was just sliding through it. And
Ooh, it was like a rebirth, dude.
And when
maybe you were reborn.
And when I came out the other side, that's when a hand like grabbed me and pulled me out. And then at the very end of this trip, I saw like this little blue light, right? It's like maybe like the size of a marble.
Whoa.
And it was like this, like
beating?
just like a weird like rhythmic sound, almost like a heart.
Fuck,
And-
yeah, such a profound trip, dude.
And it was like a bluish white color, and then it kind of like just went away, and it went like it was completely black, and I was like, holy shit, that's it. And then when it came back again, everything got like fucking super white, and I was going like I was like going reverse out of everything I just went through.
Oh.
So I was seeing like pink hand, green dude, Mario Kart going
The backwards effect.
And then when I got to the very beginning again, them fucking creatures were still there. And that's when I woke up. But when I woke up right in my bed, I was still laying on my back. But my hands, when I woke up, my hands were like this in front of my face. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I was like, when did I move? Like, I don't know. And I was like, holy fuck. And I was like, that's it. Like, this was
You saw the Big Bang Theory.
I was like, I met the Big Bang, because like when it was like throbbing like that.
Reverse birth. That's what 50 Try said.
Yo, for real, man.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. So when you said you're rewinding, I had the same experience like
Going
when I was
back?
on LSD. Like everything was going back in time. Like, damn, I can't believe you had that same shit. So that's fucking crazy.
And so like, when I was trying to text you last night, I was like, I think I met the Big Bang. Not like I felt like the Big Bang when I saw was a living thing, because when it was talking to me, I kept hearing like almost like somebody with a CB radio trying to make an adjustment, like
Changing the frequency.
And I was like, what is he trying to say? What is he trying to say?
Imagine that's like, I think it's real, man.
I was trying to understand. I was like, come on, like trying to like, I was like, come on, man, help me understand. And that's when the light went out, and then it exploded. I was like, oh shit!
They're like, send him back. He's
They
not
was like,
ready.
he's not ready.
Fuck, that's crazy.
He needs to get the Rosetta Stone first, and then he can come back.
But damn, you think like you were like rebirth? Now your mind is like fucking. It's like a new mountain for you to slide down.
Yeah, dude, I came out of it, and I was looking at my hands, and I was like, holy fuck! It's like, that shit felt so good. And then I went to the bathroom, and it felt like, I don't know if my brain felt like it busted a nut or something or something, but it was just like this feeling I had is like a, you know, like how somebody like you may whisper in your ear and you get like this little shiver or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got out, I was like, holy fuck! I was like, and I started breathing real heavy because I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, holy fuck! I was like, that shit feels so good after I got out of it. It felt good the whole time, but because even in the beginning when it was like scary, I was like, okay, it made me nervous. I was like, you know what? Relax. Like, this.
You did a hard
go.
reboot, dude.
And it went
That
through
whole
it.
body cleanse.
Went through it, and I was like, I was such in a good mood afterwards. I was like such in a good mood afterwards that when I went back to watch that gang show I was trying to watch on YouTube.
Gangland?
I can't remember what it was called, but they were talking about like Chicago gangs and all that. When I went back to go try to watch it, I was like, yo, I'm not really feeling this. Like, this
Right.
is not happy. Like, I'm just
Yeah. You stop like liking shit like that. That's
was
how
like,
I felt too, you know?
And I'm pretty sure I would like it under like after the high, because I was still high. Well, I wasn't like that. That shit, that best part of the experience was over, and I was still feeling high. Whatever. I was like, well, I want to watch something like funny or something. Like, this is. So I'll say this for tomorrow.
Change the
So
mood.
I want watching something else, and that was like the best fucking trip. I can't even.
That's
Words.
fucking crazy.
I had to take so many notes when I got out of it. I was like, yo, I got to.
That's good that you did.
Gotta take all these notes. It was.
50 says, I have my own theory on life. It's hard to comprehend. He says, the universe has no beginning. It also has no end. It always was. I hear that theory. I think it's like in the Dark series.
I just always
It's like no beginning, no end.
just
Like a
constant.
fucking infinite cycle, dude.
Like we live, we die, we come back. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes you may come back as like another bug or something, or something. You just come back as something. Just like a cycle, I guess. That's what I'm starting to see it as now. Especially after I was winning, so I was like, yo, like I got a friend. I can race on Mario Kart Land now. Like this dude is so chill. Like he was so cool.
I'm glad you saw all that, dude.
Damn, I wish I knew his name. I don't even want a name.
Now we're gonna start a revolution from our beds.
Oh, let's do it. Go out there and tell the people.
Yeah, like I encourage like anybody who's never tried it just to look into it, not like to do it, but look into it, see if it's like a fit for you. Because this is gonna be like the future. Everybody's gonna start doing these mental therapy. Because here's the one thing about shrooms: it's not addicting at all.
No, because even last night after I took 2, I was like, damn, I want to trip again. And I was like, nah, I'm still kind of tripping right now. So I was like, I was literally about to take one more, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about it, man.
Yeah.
If it was like drinking, dude, that's like hard to like. Once you start drinking, it's hard to stop too. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, it's not addicting at all because I actually did it for like 20 days straight just for testing. I wasn't addicted to it. I was testing like to see if like my tolerance would how fast my tolerance build up to where I actually don't feel anything no more. And then I stopped for like maybe a couple weeks. I took it again, and then I was like, okay, I'm getting visions again. So, but I don't crave it like, oh, I want to go take a shroom right now. It's not even like a little bit of feeling like, oh, I want to take one right now or tomorrow.
No, this is
Maybe I'll just take it when I'm feeling good that day.
Yes.
And then I'll try it.
Yeah, because I got it last week, and then I didn't take it again until.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yo.
50 says energy always exists.
Oh, Golf, what's up?
Never ending.
What's up? Good. What's good, Golf? How you doing, bro?
Oh, is that to do with the?
He got his own channel. Because he just on
Oh,
stream too.
no, I thought you know him.
Yeah, I do know. I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it ain't for everybody. Cause I had a homegirl that was out here last month. Well, a month before now.
She got sick, right?
Got sick as shit. She took like 3 times, and I was like, okay,
Damn.
it's not for.
Yeah, it's not for
It's
everybody.
not for everybody.
Some bodies just reject it. I think the bodies that it reject is like alien bodies.
Like,
They're like, hey man, this shit's super foreign.
like your body wasn't built because, like you said, like only humans could probably take this because the fungi's in everywhere. But if you foreign to this planet,
It's like you're going back home.
if you foreign to this planet, yeah, it might not sit well.
But yeah, some people like they get nauseous. Sometimes I get nauseous when I'm on it. It's just I guess it just all depends how your body is that day. Like if you ate healthy or
Yeah, that like
it really all depends on your health too.
I remember last week when I took it, and like I felt very after like when it started kicking in, I felt uncomfortable. I was like, God, what is wrong with me? Like I can't even relax.
Yeah.
It was just after it went away, I felt it kicking. I'm like, okay, cool. It's straight.
Yeah. Usually after it goes away, that's when I always check my pupils to see if it kicked in. I'm like,
too.
cool, it kicked
I'm like,
in.
showtime. Like,
Yep.
I did it every time. I'm like, yo, we looking good. Look at these pupils. Let's go.
50 try says it's essentially a poison which makes you trip. Yep, it's actually considered toxic. Like you're not supposed to eat this. Like if you ever Wikipedia that shit, like
Don't do it.
you're not supposed to eat it. Says who?
The man. They don't want us trying this shit, man. But I'd like, dude, like I remember when I came out of it, I like how 50 Try said like a reverse rebirth, something like that. Like I felt clean as fuck. I was like, yo, I was like, dude, I'm not stressing right now. I'm like, I felt so good. And I went to bed listening to Bob Ross. I was like, I'm gonna top this shit off right tonight.
Dab, dab, dab.
God,
Happy little trees.
like we got beat it like the devil. Like when he knocks off the water and shit. Like, dude, I was
Yeah.
I finished my night good, man. It was like the best night I had, and it was by myself. It was so weird.
It's cool, man. I like it.
Yeah. But I mean, I want to try it tonight again, man.
Try it. Let's see if you can get that trip again.
She'd be like, I say, sorry, sir, we're closed. I'm like, what? I thought you guys open like all the time.
One-time trip. But then you always want to get back there.
Yeah.
But like, you remember we were watching that Vice documentary and stuff? How they're saying like how before like psychedelics was even illegal, doctors were using it as a treatment for people that are suffering from anxiety, depression. They use it like as a real medicine for them to treat people.
Yeah, remember that part.
And then later, what's his name? Timothy Leary. He was like he worked at Harvard as one of the teachers there, and he did psychedelic studies, and he's all saying like, hey, you know, school shouldn't like exist like that because the way they're teaching you, they're teaching you how to keep your mind in a box,
Yeah.
pretty much, to where you would never like fight it or never argue about like the education we're learning, because they don't allow you to learn like anything that's outside of the normal
system,
learning
yeah.
system, which is it sucks because like look how society is now. Everybody's like checking each other on like some bullshit that's like not even fucking like the right thing anymore.
Yeah. This is what they tell you.
Yeah, it's what like yeah, exactly. Did this stream die again? Because it fucking
Fuck, man.
Thank you,
you.
New Type 103.
New type. What? TC. What's good?
Oh, that's your
homie?
people. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, that's Carter. That's Carter, the homie. Jesus Christ, man. This stream is killing me tonight, man. This is supposed to be an epic one.
But yeah, so like since like Richard Nixon, he banned it, right? There
Yeah.
was no more psychedelic studies for a long time until like maybe just a few years ago where John Hopkins University, they opened up the study and now they're doing studies again on psychedelics.
Yeah.
Which is great. But imagine like within the 50 years, if they were studying the plant for that long,
Yeah.
like how far we are like advanced, like
Dude, as
a human
society,
race,
man.
a society being like a better community instead of all this fucking violence. Imagine that. But no, they kept that away from everybody. They put a bad stigma to it. They saying it's gonna melt your brain. Then they're saying like Timothy Leary like is like the most dangerous man in America because he was the one pushing the movement for psychedelics. And then that's when he said all that shit about psychedelics. Like, yeah, this is the movement. Everybody should be at least try it at least once or whatever. And that's when like the hippie shit started.
They tried at least once and then come with me with, you know, because it's like, how can you make a complaint about something if you've never experienced it or tried it? Like, you don't know how it's going to be. So don't be so judgmental about it. Honestly, think like some people may think like, oh yeah, well, it's probably dangerous because what if you take too much, you overdose? But you overdose from drinking too. You can overdose from anything. And too much of anything is bad. I don't care if there's even water. You can die from water poisoning if you drink too much.
Yep.
Because you're killing your body with like it can no longer run on electrolytes because it's just water, you know. So I mean, I don't know. I like how like. It seems like the movement has been picking up like within the past like maybe 10 years of psychedelics, and now it's kind of like in full swing now, especially when you see like how the government has horribly ran this country when it's come down to like prescription drugs and what people need, and you're just getting them fentanyl and shit and making them into junkies, and had the ODing out in the streets and shit during the epidemic. And I don't know, I always felt like when it came to stuff like with psychedelics, the reason why the government wanted to like just slam that shit so hard is because if people are all on the same mindset of like, you know, let's stop this violence, let's do that, our country would not be able to go to war a lot because they had that same problem in the 60s with the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
where that movement was going down, and they didn't like that shit.
And here's another big thing: they wouldn't have control over the people anymore.
Yeah,
there would be like no fear. You know, the fear level would be low, and they can see through bullshit now. They're like, nah, man, we're just not feeling that bullshit you guys are trying to feed us. You know, they see it right through it.
I'm not eating your bullshit anymore. It stinks. I can smell it from here. Like, I'm not eating it. And
yeah, I don't eat none of that shit. But psychedelics is making a big comeback right now.
It's full swing, man. I'll be reading shit on Reddit now.
Washington, fully legal psychedelics. You can take it, you can grow it, you can eat it recreationally. Yeah. But I think like the best setting to do it for like any newcomers would be like in a group environment.
Yeah.
Everybody on the same page, everybody take it at the same time. And that's like the best way to do it. I believe that's the best way.
Yeah, with some people, because so far I've only taken it with like one other person, and it was like no party. It was like that person got sick, and I was just like high by myself, and I was like, this ain't really fun. Like, that sucks, man. Like I'm laughing at this shit by myself, and then my friends next to me like, man, I'm so jealous. Like, what's wrong with my body? I'm like, I don't know, man, but you missing out. This is
that's crazy.
Your body's boring, I guess. I don't know. This is amazing though, man. It's damn. Consider me a fan for sure. It's always something I want to try and look into more. And because I always look like this. I'm like, if the government wants to stop it so badly, I'm like, it makes me be like, well, why? Like, maybe I need to look into this because if y'all don't like it, it must be something good about it. So
give us another reason why. But then there's real studies going down at the Johns Hopkins University, so you pretty much can't look away anymore.
Nah, yeah, the big dogs are looking at it now.
They're actually looking at it. That's why Washington they got approved for that shit because like their governor she actually I think she took it and her son took it. Like they were dealing with some type of issue, anxiety, depression, whatever, and it helped them like legitly helped them. Like I would say they took like one dose, one good dose, and they just felt like okay, it's time to make change and shit.
Here we go.
So then they made that shit legal in Washington. That's another step for the psychedelic community.
Hell yeah,
they were
man.
wilding out on Reddit. I was there. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's turn it up.
See, the thing about the mushroom community on Reddit is so fucking positive.
It's cool,
dude.
man. I was on there earlier
Everybody
today.
help everybody. I'm helping people because I feel like I'm like a amateur mycologist, so I know what to look for if people's having issues.
But you
And
know,
I'm helping and shit. I'm telling people like recommend books and it's a happy community, man.
it was like, yo, what? It's like, it takes a village, right? It's like, yo, like if we're gonna do this, we do this together, guys. But we can only do it if we help each other out.
Watch like in the future when it's like accepted everywhere, man. In Georgia, I'm gonna be like one of the guys in the front.
You know, like, yo, we're gonna push this. Like,
I'm gonna hold it down for Georgia for the psychedelic movement.
be like, yo, like, who you running? Like, if you want our votes, like, you better legalize it. You better help decriminalize it. You better legalize it.
That's the one thing I'll fight for. You'll see me out there, like out of everything, like
sign,
I'm
like-
there. My mushroom sign.
Yo, yeah, I'm down for it, man. I mean, it's at this point now, the older I'm getting, and I still like to drink every now and again. Well, not every now and again. I like to drink, but my thing is I'm starting to realize is like, it's like I'm starting to, as I get older, I was like, this drinking shit is like wild destructive. It is not. It's really no happy ending to a lot of this shit.
Yeah, it does. It does nothing.
it
It just changes your mood for a little bit, but then like the aftermath, it sucks.
You wake up the next day like, oh, what the fuck?
It
Like,
sucks.
I woke up today. I had wine last night, but that wasn't really like, no, that shit wasn't even strong. But after I took my trip last night, woke up this morning, and I was like, yo, it was like no hangover, no nothing. I felt so damn good. Cause I remember I woke up at like 8 this morning, and I saw you had texted me. I was like, I'm gonna text you back. I was like, I text him back. I was like, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and I'm gonna text Billy back in a second. Since I got into bed, I was like,
Passed out,
and I woke up. I was like, oh, I forgot to text him back.
laid out.
This is good, man. It's like a little. It felt like a little vacation. Like that feeling I felt the whole time.
It's good, right?
Yeah, the last time I felt like that was like last year when I went on vacation to St. Augustine, and I was sitting on this balcony, just drinking a beer and looking at the ocean, and I saw like far out in the ocean, like these dolphins just jumping out the water, out in the ocean.
And you just felt like, oh,
and I was
this
like,
life.
dude, I was like, this feels so good. I felt like that last night, and in some ways, maybe a little bit better. Because this was like some.
So do you feel like it was like a very positive experience overall? Like, would you say it's life changing for
Hell
you?
yeah. At least it's a step toward in the right direction. Because like, I keep up with news so much, and I be getting depressed. And when I try to look up topics,
That shit
for
will lower
sure,
your frequency for real,
it's,
dude.
It's so, and that's why like a lot of the news I was looking up today, I was like, fuck. I was like, I want to find happy news. Like I'm gonna try to find. I want to find funny news. I'm trying to find this like this horrible
Stuff like that,
shit.
those downers and shit, it will lower your frequency, and then that affects your mood too. That's what I notice about myself. Like if I watch anything like negative, like it really fucks with like my brain and shit, like my mental being.
And I feel like
That's why I try to avoid all that shit.
And I feel like eventually I'm gonna start getting to this point where I'm gonna be like, man, like I don't know what your problem is, but your vibes are like fucking killing me. Like I need to get away from you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's another thing. You can actually feel people energy, like, and you walk in the room like, damn, that guy got some fucking, his energy is a little too too thick and shit. It's too like it makes you uneasy.
It was like that with me last week where I was at with Thanksgiving dinner with my family, and one of my sisters, I could tell she was like in a shitty mood or whatever, and I was gonna ask her about it because it was like her thing or whatever, but it was like every time she was around me, I was like, I was like, I could feel this shit. Like I know you're not in a good mood, and it's like I'm having a good time with the fam, cracking jokes. Like it was just like I feel like I'm absorbing your vibes, and I'm not liking it right now. Like I'm just trying to eat my turkey, man, please. But I feel like now just like, and I really don't surround myself with negative people like that, anyways. But it's like, but now like even people like that work around me, whatever, I can tell like this shit might be a little off too. I'm like, let me kind of, You kind of got something going on with you right now. I'm not really feeling it. So, like, my brain's like a beacon for that shit now, man. I'm like, I'm not trying to be good vibes only, man. I'm not trying to be around any of that shit. Life by itself is stressful enough. I don't need your help. So,
Yep.
but I do think it's like this is like for me, like on a psyche level, like this is like the direction I feel like I've been wanting to go for it in like so long, and this is like
A whole new world, man.
it's good, man.
New fantastic point of view.
Because the high by itself is cool, but once you have like that trip, man,
You're very lucky to have a trip like that on very low dose of mushrooms.
and I was so scared.
Very lucky.
And I was so scared to tell you. I swear, I was like, yo, I said, only took 2. I was like, how's he gonna fucking believe me?
Lies. You're a liar.
It's like, really? You
I've
took
been
2?
testing for 20 days.
Like, you told me one night you took 4, you didn't feel nothing. I'm like, but I didn't. Like, I felt high, but I wasn't like tripping like that. But I think the most before that was like, shit would get mad bright. I'm like, I would watch TV like, yo, why is this dude looking like a ghost? This white dude looking like a ghost, man. He's pale on TV.
The most I took was 8 grams, dude. And nothing really happened. That's why I was like, the potency of these shrooms is it's hard to even know. That's why it's scary.
Yeah,
Because I took like 10 pills one time. I was like, guaranteed trip. Nope.
damn.
I felt really good though, but I just couldn't hit the edge. You know,
Yeah.
the edge to where you're like, wee, like what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what was
Fuck,
that.
I'm gonna try that shit tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit was so potent. I was like, holy shit. I knew it was gonna be something different when I felt my heart beating. I'm like, oh, this is about to be a good one. Let me rush to the kitchen, do what I gotta do. So that's why I sat down. I was like, oh, I usually feel drowsy in the beginning. I was like, but this is like fucking gravity is like smush, like mushing me down. I was like, I can't even finish this wine. Like, I gotta go lay down right quick. Fucking, but greatest journey I've been on. I'm pretty sure I'll have many more to come. But it seems like this first one is gonna be like the introduction, man. It's like, you know, probably my favorite part.
I think like the key to it is when it like after you take it, when you feel like it starts to hit you, just go lay down somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't watch TV or whatever.
That's what I thought so too. Don't do nothing active. Like, if you want to make a real trip, do nothing. Like, some people be having them trips, but they can. Like, I think everybody's different. Some people trip when they go hiking and all that. But
the natural trip.
I think it's like what can like more like suit you more. Like, I've had friends who like to go hiking and stuff like that, and that's when they have like really good trips. That's what's more for them. But I don't like hiking, so it probably wouldn't do me anything favors. But I do like to think and let my imagination run and think of ideas and stuff. So I'm like, that's what's more tuned to who I am as a person. Then maybe that's what I need to lean towards as far as like, you know, let me just stop, relax. Let me think. Let me just think for a second. Like, I love daydreaming.
Yeah, let your mind just carry you away. Let your mind do the work, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy, like where your mind takes you. That's the crazy thing about shrooms is once your mind starts running, it's like how am I thinking of this?
Oh my, so much shit I've seen. I was like, there's no way in this entire lifetime I would have ever thought of this shit or anything remotely close to it.
Right.
Racing against Kirby and shit with like fucking no mouth and like Bart Simpson hair. There's no way I would have created that on paper even as a kid. But this is
Being chased by like aliens or whatever.
Dude, but it's right here. And then so after I was doing the trip right, I was watching TV and I was like, man, I'm going to bed, listen to Bob Ross. When I went to sleep, then I started having like lucid dreams where like I do remember I woke up like in this cave, right? And I was like, what the fuck? I was in this cave and there was like all these other people around me sleeping like in these sleeping bags. And this one dude woke up and was like, hey, you ready? Let's go. And I'm like, all right.
Whoa.
And I grabbed my backpack and I started putting like some space armor on, like some Mandalorian shit.
Damn.
And then we climbed up like this ladder. And when I got to the top of the ladder and I was outside, it was like snowing. And I put like my hoodie up and everything. Wind blowing past me. He was like, all right, everybody, let's get a battle formation. Let's take off. We start flying into space and then we see like this giant planet. This like an orangish like brown color. It slowly turns around and it's like a giant fucking eye right on the planet.
What?
And then we start.
You were tripping in your dream.
And then we start flying and we're shooting at the planet. And then, what the fuck happened after that? I didn't even write that shit down.
This is crazy.
I just remember we was like on some Mandalorian type shit.
Some bonus features?
Yeah, I was like, yo, like a movie trailer. I don't know what it was. It was relatively short. It was, but I remember
I'm so jealous, man.
he's fighting a planet. But you know me, I think my brain is susceptible to shit like this because even when I take melatonin, that should be having me lucid dreams. NyQuil would give me some lucid dreams.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like maybe like it's gonna hit you harder, like it affects you harder.
That should be.
I was right. Who's a scientist?
I'm a cheap date.
This guy.
I'm a cheap date. It takes two pills for me to go on a trip. I'm so cheap.
Well, try it again tonight. See what happened, and then report back next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some notes again tonight.
Just do the same exact thing you did with the two.
And then with
Then,
some wine. With some wine.
With the same
wine,
exact thing
okay.
you did with some wine.
I gotta get pink Moscato, the same wine. Okay.
If it doesn't happen again, you might be building a tolerance.
That quick though?
If it doesn't happen again.
Fuck, I want that to happen.
So if it doesn't happen again, just like lay off for like a week and then try it again.
Yeah, 'cause I usually don't take them back to back. So I'm like
try it on Monday next week.
so try it tonight and try it again on Monday.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
before.
You should be okay. Yeah.
Okay. So tonight.
Yeah. Because the rule of thumb is like for microdose is like 1 day on, 2 days off.
Okay.
That's to keep your tolerance from never building.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to like even like that's why like last night I was like, man, I don't want to take a third one because I don't want to be like it takes 3 for me to get this way. I'm like, I'd be cool with just 1 give me that high, but I doubt it'd be anything special. 2 was that was it.
You might have had that special.
So that's I might have had a good one, man. I might have had a good one.
I think mine. Oh wait, I can't talk about that. But but yeah, like overall, like we're not telling you guys to go out there and do drugs.
No, not at all. No.
This is just we're telling you about the experience and telling you. I encourage you guys to go out and learn about this. Learn about it's so fascinating. Here's one movie that everybody should watch. It's called Fantastic Fungi.
Oh,
you can buy it or rent it. I say go. I bought it because I like it. You get to learn a whole bunch of shit about mushrooms, not just psychedelic mushrooms. Like the whole first 40 minutes, you're learning about like the evolution of mushrooms and where it came from and how like human DNA is pretty much like we came from fungi. Like we're a part of fungi. That shit created everything. You learn a lot.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Fantastic Fungi. Go watch it. You're gonna fall in love with mushrooms and you're gonna want to trip out.
I feel like you've told me about that before too. I feel like this is not the first time.
You should go watch it.
Nah,
go take 2 and watch it.
We'll be tripping.
We good for the show?
This is good, man.
It's very good. Your fucking story is crazy. It's actually more crazy like when you told me the second time, and then when you added the little blue dot. When it was
that was the one part I didn't want to spoil. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm at the Big Bang, and I think it was trying to talk to me, but he kicked me out. So I think like whoever was pulling me there to the like the little Big Bang.
Wow.
It was like, can you understand him? No, you gotta go. Cause I felt like someone grabbed me by my shoulders and pulled me back.
Machine elves.
Was that?
Machine elves grabbed you.
Yo, they took me on that tour guide.
Like, man, get your ass back out here.
You don't do anything.
Where'd you get this?
Get out.
Where'd you get this?
You're not allowed to.
State your name.
How'd you get in here? Like
my government name or my godsend name?
Like it's like if you don't know, you gotta get out.
All right, guys. So that wraps it up for today's episode. And once again, guys, if you made it this far, go ahead and give us a 5-star, subscribe, leave us a comment. If you guys want to buy some T-shirts, head up to the MediaHijack.com, grab you some T-shirts, and the video will be live on YouTube as soon as the podcast is up. So we'll see you guys next week again for a follow-up on Chris' trip. See if he can trip out again off of 2 tabs.
Chris's Fantastic Journey, Part 2.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it today. I know I'm not going to hit that shit, but I'm going to just try it. But if I do, it's because you influenced me.
This is going to be so awesome.
All right, guys. Peace out. Adios.
See ya.